Good morning, everybody. Today is April the 17th. 2 more days until we're officially in the 30th day of lockdown. I've got my new studio going here, and I've only got the one light in the corner because the whole studio is so white. I think it's going to blend in pretty good. I do have a fill light behind me, as well as 2 lights lighting up the green screen. So we'll see how all that works out. I won't know until I get in post to see what we got. Something that's been on my mind a lot lately is going to be the actual theme of this YouTube topic. Something I can very much identify with and think I can really share with the world is what it's like to be one of 16 different types on the Myers-Briggs scale. And I am what's called an ENFP. Don't think I would trade it for anything else that's out there. And right now I'm just filling space so we can get all this in post and play around with the green screen. Have something to do there. And we'll see how that goes. This is not going to be the official coffee cup though. I've got one I like a whole lot better, and you will see it later if you see this post at all. Or that post for that matter. And evidently one of the next things I've got to do is work on the teleprompter. So this is me looking at the computer monitor. I've got a fairly large TV set up in front of me. And now I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the monitor. I should probably sit up a little straight like I know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh man, I slept good last night. And I often wonder if the time I spent scuba diving has prepared me in older life for wearing one of those CPAC things. Because I did wear a CPAC last night, and I gotta admit, they work. I feel a lot more rested. So if you can get used to having an umbilical cord attached to your face in the middle of the night, you can pretty much do it. And it's kind of like drinking this bulletproof coffee that I'm drinking right now. Once you get used to having butter and oil in your coffee, it's not so bad. And the benefits are just pretty much outstanding. Pure ketones. If you don't know about ketones, look it up. Oh my goodness. It seems like I'm either waking up or I'm tired from working hard all day. But that's going to change now that we've got a studio. I can just walk in here whenever I damn well please and see what we can do with it. So expect greatness. I've got a lot of awesome things that have been coming down the pipe. We might talk about the news a little bit. And I'm not going to get involved with news that doesn't really matter. It's going to be news that is going to be relevant for the years ahead. It's kind of like one of those, if 100 years nobody's going to care, I'm probably not going to report about it. But it's things we need to know. We're living in strange times. A lot of people have said that over history. And right now we're actually living in history with this pandemic going on. One of the things that's really starting to irk me is 30 days into this, I haven't gotten my stimulus check from the government. The last couple of years, I've been having to pay taxes instead of receive taxes, so I don't think they've got my bank account information on file. We sent in a form. Of course, if there's nobody there to process the form, that's not going to work. I've tried downloading the GoTo app, but when you enter in 0 amount for your last refund, it says not a valid number. So I'm caught in no man's land on that. So we might have to wait for them to mail us a check if they can find us, and that could be a month. The other thing is the unemployment agency here in Louisiana, which has had time to get ready for all this, but like all the other states, they're completely overwhelmed. And since I run a home improvement business, it's a 1099 and they can't get their act together. So I'm in a loop with them also. So basically what you do is you file an unemployment claim against yourself, and then they deny you your claim. Since my business, I'm just a sole operator, owner-operator. The only employee I got is myself. I have to file an unemployment claim against myself, and they said no. And then you get online to do your weekly claim, and it says you must file a new claim. You go to file a new claim, it says, well, your old claim is still pending, so you can't file a new claim. And it's just, and getting through to somebody is just difficult. And then when you do get somebody, it's a temp that they brought in to handle the workload, and they're going like, well, we'll mark your file as urgent, and you should get a call in 48 hours. It's been 48 hours. I'm not surprised. But this is a Sunday, so in the 48 hours I'm talking about was Thursday and Friday. You know, I talk to these people on Wednesday. So we'll see. We'll see. So we could have a whole podcast about that, but boring. So strange times indeed. So we are hanging on. At the end of the month, we got a couple bills they'll pay. They'll probably go on a credit card of some sort. You know, it's not a whole lot left on those. But as I'm saying, this is just, I don't want to say logistics, but we're testing out the camera, the green screen lighting, get it in post, want to see how that goes. And when I turn this camera off, the software that goes with the Canon, it's going to ask me what file I want to download it into, what folder. And since we're all on Microsoft 10, some of the computers don't want to talk to each other. I know. What are you going to do? So I'll have to probably upload this file to my Dropbox folder and then download it again. You know, a wasted step. I would just love to be able to go click, 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 click. And when I get into my other office, where I do my film editing and stuff, I just, you know, go ahead and do it instead of having to go through the extra process of transferring gigabytes. But it's just another thing. I like to try to work as efficiently as possible, especially if I'm going to be doing a lot of this. So I have been watching some YouTube videos, and I do notice that when they edit out a lot of the empty spaces and stuff, you can see a little bit of a jerk, jerk, jerk. You know, they've changed positions a little bit. Maybe we'll have some of that, maybe we won't. We'll see. But yeah, expect greatness. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully this will be a little weekend morning routine. I'm going to get my wife to do some editing, see how she works, and I'm sure she'll have something to say about the videos. We'll see. So until then, later.